everybody, welcome back to my channel. Pray you're all doing wonderful and are keeping in extremely good health and in perfect happiness. Today we're going to talk about simple ways we're going to be reinventing ourselves in 2023. So we're basically going to be laying the foundations and and then we're going to peel the layers like an onion as we go about the year, obviously, because this one topic we cannot exhaust it in one day's time. It's just there's so many layers to it. But what are the basics? What does it mean to actually reimagining ourselves and re-visualize and rewriting the story? Number one, let go of the past. It has no part in your future. It's already 2023. 2022 is behind us, but we take the lessons with us and we take the experiences with us, but we don't let them define us. And I think when you let go of the past, when you become less sentimental about people and things that are no longer sentimental about you, you glow differently because you are making room and capacity for that which is going to meet you halfway, feed your soul. Remember, in our first video of 2023, we spoke about a tall tree that is just going to be fed with all these exciting nutrients that are going to nourish your mind, your body and soul. So anything that did not feed your soul, it has no space in your life anymore. It could be past relationships, it could be clothes that are too big, underwear that is too big, bras that no longer support the girls. Let them go. Like, seriously, make space for the new. And also, when you do that, you're trusting God for more because you are letting go of that which no longer supports you, the girls, the boobies, or the underwear that doesn't feel right, that doesn't really show the goddess that you're trying to be. Let it go. Let the past die. Let the dead bury the dead. We are not into necromancy, are we? So why should we keep on holding on to past dead weight? Let it go. Is less comparison. Just imagine for a second Jennifer Hudson and then Jennifer Aniston. Both are talented, both are in the spotlight, both are beautiful in their own unique way. They are not trying. Jennifer Aniston is not trying to be like Jennifer Hudson or Jennifer. Yeah, you get the picture, right? So why are we trying to be like everybody else? Why are we afraid of embracing our uniqueness and letting the light shine? Because what is really going to let your feminine energy come forth is about being comfortable in your own skin. But if you're going to be wasting your energy comparing yourself, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Hudson, it's not going to work because you're going to leak, your energy is going to be leaking, so therefore it's not going to really let you radiate. So less comparison and more embracing and acceptance of self. And because you are self-accepting, it really doesn't mean that you are done with the work. The work never ends, does it? It's really an ongoing journey, and every level of the journey is going to require a different you, and every devil that you fight and slay and encounter along the way is going to transform you in another way. So it is really about accepting your flaws, doing the work, always having the willingness to do the work, and just going forward in spite of the insecurities and in spite of what you think should change on you. So it really is about not leaking that energy away, but instead reusing that energy so that you can empower yourself and really have the light that comes from within, because that is what will set you apart from everybody else. Is taking care of what God freely gave you, the body that you are in, because at the end of the day, no one is coming to tell you how you should take care of your body or how you should be mindful of what you eat and what you digest and what you consume, if you're drinking water or not, because at a certain point, probably from about the age of 25 particularly for women, your body is going to start announcing to you if something is just not right. It could be that you're not drinking enough water, so therefore you're going to have dry skin, or it could be that you're not exercising even though you're slim. For me, I've always been naturally slim, so yeah, I didn't think that I would need to work out, but then the older I get, the more I need to tighten, because yeah, I can be slim, but then I want to have that nice definition on the body, and like nice toned muscle, not in a masculine manner, but just to have that nice defined body is going to require work. And the moment we start realizing that, the more we're going to be really mindful, because again, the goddess lifestyle, the bigger the crown, the bigger the tree, the bigger the roots. So therefore you need to find ways to figure yourself, to fuel yourself. Yes, it's nice to put on concealer and foundation and cover up all the impurities, but then what's happening underneath is what genuinely matters. So what things are you doing every day? And I went for a facial the last time I had a facial, and I always like to get the scuttlebutt in terms of what's happening in the beauty industry, what's trending, and so I always pick the technician's brain all the time. So it turns out that people are getting facials not a facial, but facial treatments practically every week. So that seems to be the normal, that seems to be the trend now. And then I thought to myself, I just cannot do it. Time-wise, I don't have the I don't have the time affluence for it, and also monetary-wise, it really adds up, doesn't it? So that is not going to work for me. But according to my standards, that is a pie in the sky. But for somebody else, that is their normal. So figure out what your normal is. Figure out what you can stay consistent with, because it's about staying consistent with these things. And your skincare routine, your treatments or your facials, how often are you going to get them, and can you do it on a consistent base, so that this way it's not going to be up and down like the stock market. Doing what works for you, taking care of what you can take care of according to your capabilities, that will also take away the pressure, because on a weekly basis I just cannot justify it. I just cannot do it, and also my skin doesn't need it. So it's also about knowing yourself, knowing your skin. I have clear skin, so therefore why would I be going to get a treatment every week? And there's a doctor that I follow, he's amazing. I did ask him on his comment section. He's very active, very interactive on his comments, and so I asked him, what's your take on this weekly thing? And then he says it's not necessary, and he is a certified plastic surgeon kind of a guy. I'm going to link him down below. He is fantastic. So take care of what God freely gave you, really applying self-love and going within and making sure that you are doing what works for you. Stop seeking validation. Validation again is going to be a kryptonite on your self-confidence. You are never going to get it, because at the end of the day, we are constantly seeking validation from people who can never be satisfied to start with, and also people who are also trying to figure things out on their own as well, their own issues. They are also as freaky as we are at the end of the day. So why should we waste our precious energy looking at other people and trying to please certain people and trying to fit in, when God actually wants you to stand out? So follow the beat of your heart, and let there be synergy, heart, mind, body, and soul. Who cares what everybody thinks? People are going to think what they think anyway. So you might as well just live your life and really follow your joy, follow your heart, and do what makes you feel like the most beautiful, most excited version of yourself. So read what you want to read, go where you want to go, eat what you want to eat, hang out with people you want to hang out with, do the kind of workout that you want. This way you live your life on your own terms, and when you walk in your room, that is the kind of energy that is going to make people do a double take on you, because you are not trying to fit in. You're not trying to say, look at me. You are just being, you are just existing. If you stay within that ballpark, it's going to really take your confidence to the next level. So stop trying to seek validation, because you're never going to find it. And even when you think you've reached it, again, it's going to be moved a little bit further and a little bit further, and before you know it, they're asking jump, you're like, how high? And that is just going to disempower you on your journey. So in 2023, less seeking validation, and that is the quickest way to reinvent ourselves, is to be spiritual, whatever that looks like. Because again, when you know who you are from within, whatever is happening around you or outside you is not going to affect the woman that you are or the woman you're trying to be. And it really is just about accepting your journey, your unique and God-given path, and giving yourself the room to maneuver and fall and get up at your own timeline, so that this way, again, you are really doing the inner work, and then when you go outside, it's just going to radiate, and you're not going to be judgmental of other people, because you fully and truly understand that there is a higher power that is working on your behalf, and also to truly glow like a goddess, to really be gorgeous, and to have that light that is going to be so captivating. It has to start from inside. So if it's meditation that you like to do, meditate and really just quiet the mind. And if it's prayer, whatever it is that works for you, it could be just watching the sunset, do it. And when you do it, it calms you as well. You are not so panicky, you are not so stressed, because you fully understand that you are supported. And also this way, this also reminds me of The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski. According to The Last Wish, one of the lines that stayed with me, he said, pseudo pretty girls who haven't forgotten about their ugliness. So we can do all the work, we can work out, we can dress right, eat right, but then if we don't address our issues on the inside, whatever it is whatever it is eating us, we're going to be pseudo pretty girls with cold eyes who haven't forgotten about their ugliness, because nothing can mask what is happening on the inside. What's happening on the inside is just going to come out one way or the other. So we have to work on our issues, like I said, from within, and really doing the inner work, because at the end of the day, nobody wants a pretty girl who is very insecure. It's going to be a lot of work, kind of like jump starting a car. All the time you have to keep on jump starting it, and it's just not worth it. So we might as well really find ways every single day to go within. So these are some of the ways that we can reinvent ourselves, mostly starting by doing the inner work, and then the outer work is going to be easier, which we are going to be diving deeper into in the next coming videos. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of one another, love one another, and be kind to one another. If nothing else, I shall be seeing you in my next video. Bye.